Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been continuing to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, to my videos, and to everyone who's been getting personal readings. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website's in the description below. And I've also updated my monthly readings, so the February 2018 ones are now available if you're interested in that. So again, just check out my website below. I hope you all have had a great week. I've been a little MIA just because things have been super busy, super crazy at work, basically the last 2 weeks. So I've had some delays. If you emailed me, I probably got back to you a few days late. But yeah, my schedule should be normalizing starting next week. Um, so this is going to be the reading for the upcoming full moon slash total lunar eclipse that we're having this weekend. So this is like major stuff. So it's our first full moon of 2019. Of course, we're wanting to release things with the full moon, and then also it's a total lunar eclipse. So things are really going to be pushed out, shifted, make way, prepare yourselves. Things could happen suddenly, whether it's regarding your divine masculine or divine feminine, or just other things going on in your life. Shifts are definitely going to be happening. You may have already been feeling it this week, feeling like things have changed, things have shifted, or that something is about to change, whether it's regarding, different aspects of your life or your divine counterpart. So this reading is going to be really focusing on that energy and focusing on, what basically we can expect to happen regarding that full moon slash total lunar eclipse. I do also just want to say, make sure to take a little time. It's on 20th to the 21st, overnight in the US at least. So take a little time to just, write a letter release, do a full moon ritual if you do that, or just take a little time to meditate during the full moon. See if there's anything that comes through, that your own spirit guides are wanting you to really focus on. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing on the energy for this reading. So I'm going to use a combination of different cards, I think. I'm going to start off with the Osho Zen Tarot cards, and then pull in some of my other kind of more traditional tarot decks. So let's see what's going on. So let's see what's going on with this full moon lunar eclipse, total lunar eclipse. Okay, so the card that came out is schizophrenia. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of conflicting energies, and I feel like this schizophrenia, with the conflicting energies, especially how I just kind of explained we're supposed to be releasing things, and with the total lunar eclipse, it's really going to be pushing things even more, like a stronger version of a regular full moon, almost, to like eclipse things out. So for the schizophrenia, there could be some, you know, people out there, divine feminine or divine masculine, who have the schizophrenic energy come through because they're holding on to something they need to release, or you're holding back from something that you're needing to do, something like that. It's like this conflict comes when a decision isn't made, or when you're trying to avoid making a choice in a situation. So I feel like with this what's the official title? Super Wolf Blood Moon. I feel like this schizophrenia energy is going to be eclipsed out. There's no more towing the line. There's no more trying to figure out. Yeah, I just said there's no more towing the line, trying to keep in control. And then we have the control card. So these things are going to be pushed out. It's like if you're trying to control the situation the way that you think it should, and you're avoiding listening to your spirit guide, you're avoiding the signs that the universe is trying to guide you to do, the universe is going to step in and be like, I'm the one that's actually in control, not you. So there's no more like seeing the signs and not doing anything. There's no more trying to just keep in control for what you think you should do. this, you know, eclipse energy, it's like you're not going to be able to keep this up. It's not going to work because we're pushing things out. We're pushing things away. So let's see what these are about. Okay, so what is the schizophrenia energy about in relation to this full moon total lunar eclipse? I feel like commitments are going to be changing, platonic and otherwise. Wow, and what did I get? The devil card. So for any divine feminine or divine masculine, if you're dealing with a karmic situation right now where you're towing the line, where you're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're trying to like bide your time, or trying to like be like, oh, let me see what happens and then I'll make a final decision. I feel like that's going to be no more. Like, it's going to become even more apparently clear what is this karmic situation, what is this karmic energy that you may be dealing with, whether it's a person, like a romantic partner, a family member, a friend, your job that you're not supposed to be in, a location you're not supposed to be in. It's like, I feel like there's some people who are maybe like, they've been getting signs and synchronicities. They've been getting feelings like maybe I should change something, but they haven't done it for whatever reason. And so now it's like you can't toe the line and see things and then not do anything. You can't try and hold on and be like, yeah, I see what's going on and I feel like I should do this, but still also be like, yeah, well, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. It's like there's no more time. There's no more time. There's no time like the present. The future is now, so it's like making all of those decisions now. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, she takes care of everything that she needs. Like, she's dependable. She has everything. She's successful, and she's still looking good. It's almost like, and it's not in a way where it's like she does everything she needs, like in a Nine of Pentacles way, where it's like I have everything I need and you seem just so self-sufficient. It's like I can take care of you, I can take care of other people, but it's like this devil card, this karmic situation, you can't try and take care of it in the way you've been trying to. You've got to release it. It's like maybe you just gave something a little bit too much time. Maybe you had excuses like the reasons I can't leave something alone, the reasons I can't go pursue something else, the reasons I can't change. But now it's like there are no more reasons at all. So let's get some cards for this. So what is this devil card about? What is this karmic thing that some people have been kind of towing the line with, trying to hold on to, but not letting go of the signs either? What is this karmic, what is this devil card about? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. So it's like, again, for these people, if this resonates with you, it's like you've had this lingering karmic situation going on. And again, I don't want people to just think that this is karmic like romantic. This is karmic like you have karmic friends. People who are not, you're supposed to learn something from, whether it's about boundaries, whether it's about, you know, betrayal, about sharing emotions, whatever. It's something that's already been out of balance for a while. So this could definitely be an earth sign that you're dealing with, and it's another 2. So it's something that's already been out of balance. But despite that out of balance, you've been trying to make it balance as you're like, this person's like bouncing across the 2 buildings trying to make it work, when in actuality, it's very imbalanced. And for a good reason, because you're supposed to be rising from this. You're not supposed to be holding on to it while still recognizing the negative impacts. It's like the situation is not beneficial to you at all, so why not let go? So why is this situation out of balance? What is this lack of balance from? Wheel of Fortune. So it's like you've been, like I said, you've been trying to, some people have been trying to make something work so much, trying to think like, oh, things are going to change, things are going to get better. But actually, no, the situation has still not balanced out because maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe you're supposed to learn when to say no. You're supposed to learn when to reroute. Stop trying to fit like a square, what does it, fit a square peg in a round hole type of situation. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So it's like you're really, I feel like this could definitely be a friend, could also be a romantic partner, could be any situation, but whatever it is, it's like you're trying to hold on to the good times, to the positive times, thinking that those positive, beneficial things from your connection with this karmic situation is going to come back around to you again, but it's really not. It hasn't come back around again. So now with this full moon / total lunar eclipse, like that situation is going to be eclipsed out. So whether that means the situation is going to change itself and somehow reject you, or if you are going to step up and reject it, something's going to officially become misaligned in the physical. So it's like this isn't happening anymore. So you can stay here, you know, between the buildings, but the buildings are going to start moving one way or the other, and you'll be holding on to what you're supposed to be holding on to. What else is this Devil card about? The Chariot reverse. Yeah, this is not something that's supposed to be going forward anymore. It's like this is over with. Page of Cups is the bottom of the deck. So it's like, yes, this was a situation you wanted at one time, but you know, now that you've seen that it's not working, it's time to let it go. For some people, this is definitely something romantic. Other people, I definitely feel like it's a job or some other type of relationship with a different person. I'm going to go ahead and get a card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic deck, since everyone had, you know, nice things to say about it and seemed okay with me just adding it to the regular reading, especially since we've got some cups here and related to the schizophrenia card, and we just want to see what else we can know about this situation. It definitely is being eclipsed out. It's definitely changing. Like you can't toe the line anymore and in one breath say, this isn't working for me, I feel like it's not helping me, like I'm not moving forward, like it's not beneficial to me, and then in the next breath say, but I'm just gonna wait and see. I'm still gonna give it another go. It's like, no, we can't do that anymore. And although it can be a difficult thing to actually take action in, to actually put a firm stake in the ground and be like, I'm not going to be towing the line anymore, it's going to be ultimately really beneficial to you. And just think about it. We're only like, what, 19, 20 days into the new year. So what better time is there to really get yourself out of the situation where you're towing the line? Once you make a firm decision, you can start building from that. So what can you know about this schizophrenia energy that's going to be eclipsed out with this full moon total lunar eclipse? What can we know about this situation? What is this? What is this about? What is this schizophrenia? Okay, so the card that I got is the Knight of Wands. So you can see that it's like a couple on a horse and they're going somewhere. And they're enjoying each other, and that's nice. But I feel like this is for some reason now I feel like, although this is a karmic situation, this is also for some people involving, you know, maybe a little bit of schizophrenia regarding karmic situation versus a situation with your divine counterpart. The Knight of Wands is great. The Knight of Wands is passionate and like brisks you away, but the Knight of Wands can also be very wishy-washy. So like this wishy-washy energy of just going away with your kind of passions, but then turning back around and doing something else. Like this energy isn't happening anymore. Yeah, and bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. So especially for those divine masculine, could be divine feminine, but I feel like more divine masculine if you have a karmic person, romantic or not, and then you also have your divine feminine, like that schizophrenia energy between being like, well, I want to move on because the situation with whatever my karmic thing is out of balance, and I thought maybe I would give it a try and make it work, and I'm kind of, rushing in between both of them. That's going to stop anymore. It's like needing to make a decision as well, because the Lover's card isn't just about, the partner, but you can see that there are three people in this card. So it's like you have these lovers, you're riding on a horse between both of them, but we need to make a decision now. This type of thing isn't going to be able to sustain itself, especially with this eclipse energy. And let's just get one more card for anything else. Especially people trying to keep in control again, which is that card we have here. And we have the Four of Cups. So again, it's like if you're somewhere else, but you're looking over your shoulder to be like, I want to be somewhere different, straddling the line again, it's time for a decision, it's time for action. So either you're going to be the one to step up and make the actions to be like, okay, this is my final decision, this is ending, I'm quitting my job, I'm moving across the country, I'm ending things with you, I'm putting boundaries in my relationship with you. And you can see that there's scissors kind of on the mantle down here, as well as the magnet. So you're cutting the things that have been magnetizing to you. Sorry about that. And it's really just to provide that new start again, because it's like you've been towing the line for some of you. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups now. So especially again for people who have been dealing with a karmic situation as well as their divine counterpart, it's like realizing that you have to choose. Maybe you're someone, but you're feeling magnetized by your divine counterpart and wanting to come to your divine counterpart. It's like it's time to take those actions to cut the ties and stuff like that. So now let's move over to the Control card. So again, with this being eclipsed out, the Control card, we're releasing the control. If you've been trying to put your blinders on, like you can see even in this card, like it's a statue, but like around the face itself, it's like the eyes are closed and it's just looking directly forward, not looking at the signs, not looking at the guidance that's been trying to come to you. It's time to stop doing that, because again, you're not more powerful than the universe. If the universe wants you to do something, the universe will like restructure your environment so that you're doing what you're needing to be doing for your overall kind of grand life path. And I just like poked myself in the eye. So it's like, let's not poke ourselves in the eye. Let's pay attention to what we're seeing and ingest the signs and listen to our intuition so we can see what we need to do next. So what is this Control card about for what's being eclipsed? Six of Swords, like I said, if the universe wants something to change, it's going to change. So this control that you've had, or that you've been feeling like you've had, that's also going to change. So especially if you're supposed to be going with like mission work or just like life path things you're supposed to actually be doing and pursuing, you're gonna get on that course one way or the other. For some of you, it may involve traveling. It may involve like physically going somewhere else or physically going to someone you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be learning something from. Now the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. So we see all of that water, really following your passions. So if you've been feeling something internally that you're supposed to be doing but you haven't been, situations are going to change. So maybe I feel like that's almost like an emotional thing that's going to happen where you emotionally surrender. You emotionally surrender, and then you're like, okay, it's clear that I was trying to control this and I can't do it anymore, so I'm just going to surrender. I'm just going to do what I've been trying to avoid doing. So let's get some more information on this. So what is this Six of Swords about? Let's get this one. What is this Six of Swords about in relation to this control card? What is this Six of Swords about? Okay, the Moon card. So again, the things you've been trying to avoid. Some of you may have been trying to control your emotions, not like suppress your intuition almost, or just not listen to your intuition. That's going to be ending. You're going to be put in a situation where you have no other choice but to go with the thing you've been trying to avoid doing, that you've been afraid to do or scared to do for whatever reason. Because the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So you may have been very protective, very like not understanding the grand plan when you would get ideas or feelings like you should go pursue a certain career path or pursue a certain person, or not deal with a certain person, that sort of thing. You may have been ignoring that for whatever reason, but now it's like those things are going to come to the surface so much, things are going to shift so much, that it's going to be like, okay, it's clear that I have to listen to this intuition. I have to listen to the guidance that I'm receiving. And then you're going to start making moves on it. Again, it's like the universe will just change things so that you realize that you're not in control. And I feel like this is particularly for people who maybe, not that everything is about romantic relationships, but I feel like especially for perspective on life path, career, things like that, as well as people in your life. So just people in general, in terms of ignoring feelings you get about people, that sort of thing. Like realizing that you're getting that for a reason, and that you need to not ignore that. Stop trying to control the situation because something feels weird. Okay, what is this Moon card about? So what's coming to the surface with this Moon card that's going to lead to major shifts? Okay, so we have the Emperor card in reverse that came out. Again, I feel like this is like the Emperor in reverse. It's almost like you don't have a plan. Your energy may be all over the place. You're not structured. You're not forward thinking. Something's going to change. I feel like for some people, literally their plan forward is going to crumble in front of them. And their plan has been like, when people have like a 5-year plan, and it's like, okay, by the end of year 1, I have to have gotten like 5 promotions and done this and done that. Someone's plan is going to be crumbling. I feel like it's going to be completely, falling apart in front of their eyes, and then they're going to be like, okay, let me just listen to my intuition and go with whatever that's saying to do, because I've been trying to control everything and it didn't get me to where I'm going. So now I'm on a new path. Now I have to listen to what I'm feeling, not just to the scientific plan that I was trying to make in my life. Now, bottom of the deck, is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So all of a sudden, things are not going to become clear, because it's like, I thought I had everything planned out. I thought I had everything in control. But no, you were avoiding something. And this energy is very powerful. And we have the Seven of Wands again. So I feel like some people are really dealing with a situation where they've really tried to control everything. They've really resisted like spirit coming to them, the universe coming to them and being like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. They've really been ignoring it. Again, this is all in relation to the control card. But it's like you can't control everything. There's always going to be the universe that is more powerful than you. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Again, I feel like you've been getting guidance, some of you, about people to not trust or people to be wary of or situations to not trust. But for whatever reason, you've kind of had it in your mind that I have to do this or this has to look a certain way, but it doesn't. And that's going to become even more illuminated, with this eclipse. So let's get a card from the Tarot Sexual Magic deck as well. And I'm just looking up what the moon sign is right now. So right now, the moon is in, okay, so right now, the moon is in Cancer, and the moon is going to go into Leo around the time of the eclipse. So again, we got all these cups over here. The moon card again, so a lot of watery energy where it's like we've got to listen to ourselves. Pay attention to your dreams also, you guys, this weekend with the full moon / total lunar eclipse. Okay, so anything else on this control situation in relation to this full moon total lunar eclipse? So I got the Six of Pentacles card. So you can see that there's a woman and she's kind of eating something and ravenously eating. And in the background is a man kind of looking out into the room for her. So I feel like with this control, like, I almost feel like have your cake and eat it too. Some people who this control card resonates for, who may be ignoring signs or just resisting what the universe is trying to tell you. It's like you've been too engulfed and too wrapped into your own world to listen and recognize that the other things that are happening around you. And you're really being guided to pay attention to that because it's what you need to do. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. So it's like you've been trying to make the perfect letter, the perfect proposal, the perfect whatever for a situation. But with this full moon out here again, it's like you're missing what's being illuminated back here because you're too focused trying to write the perfect letter, the perfect life. You're too focused trying to have control in a situation that you're not realizing the signs, the things that you're needing to see right now. And the other card that just came out is the Two of Pentacles. So you can see the guy kind of approaching the woman from behind her. So I feel, again, it's like you may be too focused to see what's going on behind you again. This one may be more for the Divine Feminine as well, like you're focused on what's happening in front of you, but you need to realize the other people in your life. And I feel like some of you may have other people approaching you this week. Some of you Divine Feminine may have other, soulmates or other people in your life coming to approach you actually. So I'm just going to pull one more card, you guys, for what this full moon lunar total lunar eclipse is going to do from a romantic side. So we kind of got it with the schizophrenia and with the control card, but we'll just get one card specifically for impact on romance, what's happening for the connection between divine feminine and divine masculine with this eclipse. What is this going to be bringing in? We've got 5 cards, so I'm just going to shuffle again. What is this bringing in for the connection between feminine and masculine from a more romantic aspect? So the 2 cards that I got were the Nine of Swords, and it came out underneath the 3 of Wands. So I feel like, again, kind of similar to the schizophrenia and control, like the restrictions are going to start to be removed. The things that have been holding people back are going to start to be removed. And it's going to be more forward thinking about the future. So I feel like people are going to be making plans as these other things are happening. And of course, with the eclipse energies, it's going to last for more than just a day. I would expect it to last, a good part of the whole of next week because it's just so powerful. And the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Cups. So, getting out of the disappointment, removing that, getting out of the situations which weren't working, especially because I feel like people will be having big life changes, big shifts going on, and then looking towards the future to be like, okay, so what do I want with my divine feminine? What do I want with my divine masculine? Let's move on from here. So that is your reading. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. I hope you guys have a good full moon lunar eclipse. I will likely be back to do another reading, and I may do a live on Sunday, but I will schedule it as an event so you guys can see if you're interested. Yeah, and the card, even the song that I'm hearing now is Too Good to Say Goodbye from Bruno Mars. So you guys, look at the lyrics to this song because we ended with the divine feminine, divine masculine reading. So I feel like we're going to be getting out of the restrictions. We'll be moving forward. Have a good full moon, total lunar eclipse. Definitely, set some intentions, do some releasing work if you typically do that. And yeah, I will see you in my next video.